The story of sushi begins in a place where sea and soil meet, where people have long relied on the bounty of the ocean to sustain their lives. In ancient Japan, before the word sushi had even entered the lexicon, fishermen would preserve fish by wrapping it in fermented rice, a technique that would eventually evolve into what we recognize today as sushi. This method was not merely a culinary convenience. It reflected the ingenuity of societies living along the coastlines of the Japanese archipelago, where resources could be scarce and storage essential. In the 8th century, during the Nara period, this rice-wrapped fish began to spread across the islands, gaining popularity among common folk who prized its sweet, tangy flavor and long shelf life. By the Heian era, in Kyoto's aristocratic circles, chefs had refined the process further, combining seasoned vinegar with rice and carefully selecting high-quality fish that were still fresh. The delicate balance of flavor's sweetness from the vinegar, umami from the fish, subtle saltiness from the soy sauce became a hallmark of what would later be called sushi. As Japan entered the Kamakura period in the 12th century, sushi's popularity grew among the samurai class who required portable meals for their campaigns. The portability and durability of fermented rice made it an ideal staple for warriors on the move. The practice of marinating fish in salt or vinegar also meant that sailors could carry food without spoilage during long sea voyages. It is within this context that the term sushi began to appear in written records, signifying a broader cultural shift from simple preservation techniques toward a more refined culinary art. The Edo period 1603 to 1868 marked a turning point for sushi as it entered the realm of urban cuisine. With the rise of merchant classes in bustling cities like Osaka and Edo, modern-day Tokyo, food culture began to flourish. Street vendors emerged, offering quick, affordable meals to the growing populace. Here, nigiri small portions of vinegared rice topped with a slice of fish was born as a fast food option for busy citizens. The concept was simple: bite-sized pieces of rice served with fresh fish or other toppings, providing both convenience and flavor. These early forms of sushi were far from the polished presentations seen today. They were raw, unrefined, and rooted in practicality. By the late Edo period, chefs had begun to experiment with new techniques, such as using sesame seeds on rice or adding miso for additional depth of flavor. The influence of Chinese cuisine also seeped into sushi, introducing soy sauce and other condiments that enhanced its taste profile. As trade expanded across the Pacific, Japanese merchants brought back new ingredients like avocado from California, which would later become a staple in modern fusion sushi rolls. The Meiji Restoration of 1868 ushered in an era of rapid modernization and westernization for Japan. The country's newfound openness to foreign influences led to a shift in culinary preferences. Western-style dining became fashionable among the elite. Sushi chefs, keen on innovation, began experimenting with new presentations that appealed to both domestic and international patrons. This period also saw the introduction of refrigeration technology, which allowed sushi chefs to store fish longer without losing its delicate texture or flavor. During World War II, Japan faced severe food shortages. The scarcity of fresh fish prompted sushi chefs to develop creative solutions. They began using other seafood like tuna and eel more frequently because these were easier to preserve in a post-war environment. Post-war economic growth brought about increased affluence and the emergence of new dining establishments across Japan. Sushi restaurants known as Sushi began offering a wide range of options, from traditional nigiri to innovative rolls that incorporated imported ingredients. The global fascination with Japanese cuisine truly exploded in the 1970s when sushi began, appearing on menus outside Japan for the first time. Initially, Western chefs were hesitant to use raw fish due to concerns about safety and taste. However, a growing curiosity about exotic flavors led to an increasing demand for authentic sushi experiences abroad. Sushi restaurants opened in major cities like New York, London, and Sydney, where they adapted to local tastes while maintaining the essence of Japanese culinary traditions. In the decades that followed, sushi's global popularity continued to grow exponentially. By the 1990s, sushi had become a staple in many households worldwide, with an array of rolls featuring ingredients such as avocado, cucumber, cream cheese, and spicy sauces. The term sushi itself entered everyday language across cultures, becoming synonymous with freshness, artistry, and precision. However, along with its increasing popularity came concerns about sustainability. Overfishing of key species like tuna, eel, and mackerel threaten the delicate balance of marine ecosystems. In response, many sushi chefs began sourcing fish from sustainable farms or adopting alternative proteins such as crab, shrimp, and plant-based options that mimic the texture of fish. Innovations in preservation techniques such as using ozone or vacuum sealing also helped reduce waste while maintaining quality. The modern era has seen sushi evolve into a form of culinary performance. In Japan, chefs still train for years to master the delicate art of selecting the freshest fish, preparing rice with the right amount of vinegar and sugar, and mastering knife techniques that preserve texture and flavor. The presentation often featuring meticulous garnishes like shiso leaves. Wasabi slice or thin strips have become a vital part of the dining experience. Meanwhile, sushi has also become an emblem of cultural exchange. In places like Mexico City, chefs incorporate local ingredients such as cilantro, lime, and jalapeno into their roll, creating a unique Mexican sushi that reflects the region culinary identity while honoring Japanese techniques. Likewise, in Brazil, chefs blend sashimi with local fish varieties to produce a fusion style that appeals to both locals and tourists. The globalization of sushi has also prompted a re-examination of food safety standards worldwide. The Food and Drug Administration, FDA, in the United States, for example, established guidelines on raw fish consumption that require certain species to be frozen at specific temperatures to kill parasites. This regulation helped standardize sushi preparation practices, ensuring both quality and safety across borders. The journey of sushi through time illustrates how food can serve as a bridge between cultures, economies, and ecological systems. From humble beginnings as a preserved staple for fishermen in ancient Japan to a global phenomenon that inspires chefs and diners alike, sushi has remained a testament to the enduring human desire for flavor, innovation, and connection. The future will likely see continued evolution, perhaps with more plant-based options or new techniques that reduce environmental impact while preserving the authenticity of this beloved cuisine. Through every twist in its history, sushi's essence remains an artful blend of simplicity and sophistication, a dish that tells stories about where we come from, how we adapt, and what we cherish as food and culture.